honorable dignitaries on the dais, proud parents, co-architects, and most importantly, the graduating students today. Today indeed is a very special day, and it's after 5 years of a rigorous architectural education. I know it because I feel I was a student just yesterday. And after these 5 years, you come to this day when you're graduating, and I can imagine the butterflies in the stomach because it's a mixed feeling. You must be super excited that you're done with your 5 years, but at the same time, a big question of what next. And let me just burst your bubble. After 25 years of practice, I still keep asking myself what next. So nothing's going to change even after 25 years. I think what a degree does, it's not an end of your education. It's just a beginning of your responsibility. Architecture, as you all know, truly cannot be taught. What you have gathered over the last 5 years through your various subjects or through your juries, through your study trips, through your conversations in the hostel, or everything that the 5 years gave you becomes the color palette for you, and it's up to each one of you how you take these colors and paint your future. So I request each one of you to really think about what you have gathered. Be slow, there is no hurry. I think architecture is a really slow game, and request all of you to not be in a hurry that I see even my children today. Yesterday she graduated, today she wants the best job. I said, how is that going to be possible? Go slow, it doesn't matter. I think Louis Kahn built his first building at the age of 60, and all of you know Louis Kahn, I assume. And so I feel very good because at 40 you get a Young Architects Award. So I'm sure you guys are really young, so it's okay to go slow in life. Today I thought that I didn't know what to address you all, and when ma'am asked me just about 6 days back, it was a little short notice, but I said I will take this opportunity, especially because it's amazing 150 young women graduating today, and I'm not going to lose out on an opportunity to address these young women. And I would like to do that through 3 stories from my own life, which gave me lessons for life. So today, I'm just going to kind of tell you all 3 stories. The first story is the courage to ask. So this goes back to my back to my final year in architecture at SEPT Ahmedabad. I was a thesis student, and just like you all, maybe just one semester before you all, I was doing my thesis on traditional Japanese architecture. As luck would have it, Professor Shimizu was invited to be a guest speaker in the college, and I was super excited. I was the first in the auditorium, sitting in the first row, all excited to listen to his topic because that was my thesis topic. End of the lecture, he asked any questions, as most of the speakers do. I was really hesitant to ask the question, but I really wanted to. I was not sure if it would be intelligent enough or would I sound stupid, but I just gathered all my guts and I asked that question. Later in the evening, he called me and Koji, the exchange student then from Japan, and invited us for dinner because I think my thesis intrigued him. So he said, I would like to discuss this over dinner, so please come. Through his broken English and my broken Japanese, we managed to discuss the thesis. I don't know what impressed him, but he said that you can't study this staying in India. You have to visit Japan and experience these buildings that you are studying, because architecture is all about experiencing. He said, just get a ticket, come to Japan. And mind well, this is 1997, don't calculate my age. This is 1997 when travel to Japan was not at all easy for anybody, leave alone a thesis student in final year. So I reached Japan, and Professor Shimizu had managed to work out a full itinerary of 6 weeks for me to travel in Japan and see each building that I was studying. In that trip, I got an opportunity. Yeah, mind well, he paid for this entire trip. I didn't have to pay it, right? And then in that trip, I got an opportunity to meet from Fumiko Maki. He was a Pritzker awardee and a world famous architect, and I was studying his work for my thesis. I met him, I interviewed him. Later, I sent him a copy of my thesis, which got me a job in his office. I worked in Japan, and then later went on to do my master's. Cut to 2011, when Rahul and me had started our practice, 2001. So it was 10 years into our practice, and one fine day we read a little note in the newspaper about the Bihar Museum competition. We are such a young firm, how will we participate? But we really have to participate. How can we let go of this opportunity? What can we do? Gather all our guts, write to Professor Maki that will you collaborate with us for this Bihar Museum? We never expected yes to be an answer, but he said yes, I will collaborate because it's my dream to build in India. We go ahead, we participate, we win, we build the museum, and very often till today I keep asking myself and remembering that one evening when I put up my hand, very scared, shy, and asked that question. What if I had not asked that question? Would I go to Japan? Would I meet Maki? Would I go to work in Japan? Would Bihar Museum be built? I don't know. But that one question changed my life. And hence, the lesson learned for me for life was, don't wait for the perfect moment. Grab the moment and make it perfect. The second story is about hard work as a superpower. This takes me back to first year architecture. Back then, only 10 students got selected from all over India for set, and 20 were from Gujarat. So we were a batch of 30, and I was super proud. Wow, I made it to set. First year starts, first week begins, and I realized, oh my God, everybody around me is so talented. Fluent sketches, as if design was in their genes, that they are all designing great projects. And what am I doing here? Am I in the right place? So what am I doing? Constant self-doubt. I said, okay, now I'm here. All I can do is work harder than everybody else, twice as much as time that is required to achieve what they are achieving so easily. So I worked hard. Set at the end of 3 years had a scholarship to Zurich. Everybody, all 30 of us worked for that scholarship because it was a fully paid scholarship to go study in Zurich. And as like Arjun's Laksh, that's all the 30 of us thought. Each one wanted to meet the top 5 students at the end of third year to get this scholarship. Third year ends, the list is put up. Is my name on it? No. But Rahul, my boyfriend then and partner now, is his name there? Yes. I don't know what pinched me more, whether his name being on that list or mine not being there. I don't know what pinched me, but of course I was upset. As luck would have it again, just that year, another scholarship was announced to Netherlands. And me being 6th on that list, having missed the first 5 just by a few marks, I got the scholarship to go to Netherlands, which was for 1 year with twice the scholarship money. So whatever happens, happens for the best, because the next year, the top student went to Netherlands. And I came back from Netherlands, joined 4th year, okay, mind well, with renewed confidence and renewed exposure. 4th year design, Professor Chaya was my mentor, whom I thanked immensely till today, because one mentor can change your life. And Professor Chaya, for some reason, believed in me, pushed me in design, and I really worked hard day and night. He kept challenging me, and that was the first time I topped design in 4th year. After 3 difficult years of going through architecture, first time I topped. Go on to thesis, graduated thesis with the best outgoing student and the best thesis, so with 3 gold medals. So the first year where you are self-doubting, you finally graduate with 3 gold medals is a long way, and I can guarantee you, hard work. There is no substitute to hard work. Lesson learned over here. Don't brood over your weaknesses. Use that time to sharpen your strengths. And my strength was hard work, clearly. Success is not an accident. It's hard work, perseverance, and patience. Third story, abhi wo thini story hai, last story, patience. Third story, remain a student for life. People often ask me, after 25 years of practice and of teaching, what do you think is the best part of your life? And for me, the 5 years that I spent at CEPT in my undergrad till today are the most best, fondest years of my life. Nothing I could have traded for that. CEPT gave me the best friends, it challenged me in ways that help me today. The electives, for example, I did a pottery elective and pottery became a passion for life. The study trips, for example, put a travel bug in me, and today I climb the highest mountain and scuba dive into the deepest ocean, and I just love my traveling, but thanks to the bug that was introduced by CEPT. The group work that we did in college, which we tend to underestimate so much, that taught me collaboration. And collaboration is the key and the future, I feel, for all small practices. Collaboration is something that is the need of the hour, and at Opolis we do collaborate. Our museum was a collaboration. Even today we are collaborating with other architects to build bigger projects. So group work teaches you collaboration. The festivals that we did at CEPT, the student festivals, I think when I look back, they taught me the MBA lessons, which is not included in your 5-year curriculum, or the finance lessons that is also not included in your 5-year curriculum, but I didn't have him to give me a talk on the final graduating year. So you guys have got good tips. But what I want to say again is that the degree was given to me by Seb, but what it did was put in a seed of curiosity and made me a student for life. Even today, with my practice, which is quite busy, I can tell you, I still find time to do weekend workshops or weekend courses, and at any given time I'm doing some workshop or the other, or some course or the other. Like currently I'm doing a course in music appreciation. I cannot sing for nuts. My kids think I'm tone deaf, but nothing stops me from appreciating music, and that's something I want to learn. I want to keep learning. And I think that's the best part of being an architect. You can do things which only go on enriching your profession. Whatever you do feeds back into your profession, enriches the way you think, the way your creativity flows. And I think that's one thing I would urge each one of you to do, is be a student for life. And it's okay, don't worry about the perfect 5-year plan for the next 5 years. You're not going to have that. But what you have is today, and how you can make the most of today is something that I urge each one of you to do. To ask the question, to take the opportunity, to work hard, to stay curious, and all the dots will connect. As Steve Jobs says, very rightly, all the dots will connect looking backwards. You cannot plan everything looking forward. But one day, when you look back, like I am looking back today, right from the elective that I started at CEPT, I think right from there it comes back a circle and everything in life connects. So guys, please be a student for life. That's definitely a lesson that I have learned, and urge you all to do that. A little bit on what a beautiful profession you girls are going to be in. I mean, I think I wouldn't trade being an architect for anything. Whatever you hear, yeah, you don't make enough money after 5 years, it's really a profession that's dying. No. I think you guys are really very fortunate, because only the blessed get an opportunity to become an architect. And I truly believe that, because I think architecture is the mother of all arts. What you have done in 5 years is just a foundation. It prepares you. It's up to you how each one of you will take this degree in another way. Some might come back and teach, some might take it to research, some might become conservationists to conserve the country's monuments, or you might even innovate a profession that does not exist now with the changing times. But architecture sets a foundation for each one of you, an education that becomes something that is really beautiful. And so I must congratulate all of you that you're becoming architects, and enjoy it. It's a privilege. I think especially that there are 150, 160 graduating young ladies, if I may call you all, that I think we have a responsibility. We definitely have a responsibility as women to contribute back to our nation and to do whatever bit you can. You have got this education in whatever way. Some of you might get out and start working for somebody, some might even start your own practices, but that's something I really would urge you against. Get some experience and then start. Some of you might take a break, might get married, have children, come back to architecture after 10 years. Whatever it is, I think it's your responsibility as a woman to give back to the country. And each one of you in your own way have to do that. It's not necessarily that each one of you is going to go up, have the most ambitious career. No, it's not required. But in some way, whatever way, you need to give back to the profession and the country. So that's a real ask from each one of you today. Can I hear a yes? Yes. So build a career that's meaningful to you, build relationships that sustain you, build a life that you don't need to escape from. Because I think architecture, as I said, is a beautiful profession. No single day is same, right? We have this privilege that we go to office, but I really don't go to office because no same day, every day. Different challenges, different options, different creativity. Each day is different. So I want to tell you something Fumiko Maki told us, and that's something that you need to put it in your head. Be slow but steady. Life is long. Don't be in a hurry to start everything tomorrow as soon as you graduate today. Let me remind you again, Louis Kahn, the great Louis Kahn, built his first building at the age of 60. You guys have a long way to go. And finally, today, as your parents looking at you with enormous pride, your teachers looking at you with enormous pride, and remembering that you guys were just in first year, I want you to know that you guys are ready because you have got the foundation from a good institute with great teachers, and I can see the culture that the institution has built, so I'm sure you are ready. Not because you've learned the best 5-year architecture course, no, because you're ready to see with open eyes. You've been taught how to see, how to experience. Now what you go out and do is completely up to you. So they've given you the tools, please go out and make the most. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my own gurus, my teachers, my parents who gave me a foundation on which I built my life. When I was your age, back in college, sometimes I thought like, what the hell, why? The teachers are so irritating, the parents don't understand me. But again, when I look back, they gave me a discipline, they gave me values, they gave me so much that I cherish today. And when I look back, today I feel very fortunate that they did all that they did. I think last few words that to the graduating students: don't wait to be chosen. Don't let comparison define you. Don't ever stop learning. And above all, don't forget what a beautiful profession you are in. And one day when you look back, you may discover that the greatest thing you built through these years wasn't a building. It was yourself. So congratulations to all the graduates. Go build a beautiful life, and through your creativity, help build others their own, because as architects we have the privilege of making other people's dreams come true. So welcome to the world of architecture, and once again, never ever stop learning and being a student. I want to just end with a few words. A dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken into steps becomes a plan. And a plan backed by hard work and action makes dreams come true. Thank you.